Shalom, starting off giving all glory, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, God of Israel, to the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. This is Yashar coming in with another lesson, and today's title of this lesson is Dedication to Younger Brothers Like Myself, okay? Dedication to younger brothers like myself. And, just kind of touching bases a little bit. We all know how life goes. Many changes happen. Many things happen for the better and the worse, We have our ups and downs, trials and tribulations. But one thing that I can say is, speaking on a personal note, Yahweh Shai, he came through, you know what I'm saying? Like he always can come through for you, but he put me in a real good position, real stable position to where I can, first off increase on my finances, set up myself with me just being 21 and being in the business that I'm in, and that was a big blessing, like how he just led me to that, because I was always stressing, like, man, I don't want to be doing the same thing I'm doing at 30, at 21, okay, but it's like it's neither here nor there, just like I said, just touching up a little bit on that, but with great priorities, with great priorities, I would say comes great responsibility, okay, and one thing that I know is, truth comes before anything, and I'm gonna get into the scriptures, but truth becomes before anything, and that's always on my mind. And before I, go ahead and tackle these things in life and take these trips out of cities and, and turn up, and I have to be involved in the truth, Sometimes, spirits, you get suppressed. Sometimes you're on fire. You might throw out 3 videos, like the elders do, like I watch Elder Lamar a lot, he constantly spitting them videos out, he, of course he's seasoned, he's been in the truth a while. He's an elder, but dealing with this truth, man, like one thing you have to do is just keep going. And not only that, but you have to literally lean towards the Lord and ask the Lord for direction. Okay. And so I'm gonna get right into the scripts. This is Psalms chapter 119, verse 9. It says, Aleph, which I believe that goes into like Alpha or 1. Blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with the whole heart. Okay. Right. That's why you have to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments with your whole heart, wholeheartedly. They also do no iniquity. They walk in his ways. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. Right. So we actually have to be on top of these things. We have to actually, these things can't just be something we slack up on. We have to keep the tempo in the truth, all right? Like I said, I know, even brothers can attest when it comes to like spiritual suppression and just being down and out in the spirit, and for whatever reasons, sometimes you get those thoughts across your head, like, man, am I even worthy to put a video up right now? Or, man, am I, what I'm saying? Like, when am I gonna get over this? And we've all been there. But one thing you like I say you must do is just keep following the word, the Lord. It's like it. Verse 5, oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes. Okay? Because who directs us, man? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Verse 6, then shall I not be Salakia. All right, I got this bad, man. There we go. Now y'all can see, follow along. Verse 6, then shall I not be ashamed when I have respect into all my commandments, right? And I know you brothers, just like me, and like I say, I'm, this is like more towards the younger brothers, and even just because, you're not a young, okay, like, this is really just for anybody, man, that's how's the word, how can I word it? Because now that I think about it, the truth, the word says that you're not a man until you come into the truth, And so I would consider, still be considered a baby, or not really a baby in the truth, but I would say like a teenager, you know what I'm saying? Preteen, like I'm just 3 years in, You got some brothers that's, like I say, 6 months in, a year in, 20 years in, 30 years in, that goes to the elders. But focusing in on our young brothers, man, like you get all this knowledge and you see all these videos and you just, all these precepts, and it could be a lot. But what you have to realize is, this isn't just something that you're gonna learn in one day. This is something, like it says, you have to keep thy precepts diligently. Okay, so this is gonna be an everyday thing. So don't overwhelm yourself, or don't say like, man, I just got to keep studying, keep studying, keep studying. Like, nah, what I'm saying, we can take breaks, here a little, there a little, but for one thing, man, just keep that dedication. Okay, keep that dedication in the truth. Where was I at? Verse 7: I will praise thee with uprightness of heart when I shall have learned thy righteous judgments. Right, man, because when you learn about these judgments of the Lord, man, they not pretty. Like, I was just watching a brother's video. It was, I believe his channel was GMS Declaring the End. It was either GMS Declaring the End or GMS Get This Work. I watched both of their channels today, but it was showing Jake. He didn't even get bit by the alligator. Like, Jake, he was giving his little testimony. He was like, yeah, man, I'm from Texas, and I went down to the Florida Everglades, was drunk, tried to wrestle the alligator, ended up knocking my private part off. You know what I'm saying? So so the Lord actually judged this man to and he actually put him through that. Like, bro, you from Texas, I'm gonna say it again. You from Texas and you take a little Florida trip. Okay, cool, nothing wrong with that. But you wanna get drunk, hop up off the boat and try to go jump on the back of an alligator, and he swing his tail and knock your penis off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? That seems like just some abnormal shit, but that's actually the judgment from the Lord. So getting back to the scripts, it says, I have learned thy righteous judgment, right? Verse 8, I will keep thy statutes. Oh, forsake me not utterly, right? Because when you learn how powerful someone is, when you learn how powerful Yahweh Bashemi Hawashai is, you don't want to be on the wrong hand of that power, okay? That's why we got to keep this thing true, man. We got to be persistent in the truth. And I say we because I'm speaking to myself and to other brothers. Verse 9, Beth, which I believe is just beta, wherewithal, and in this verse 9 is really that one, okay, that I really want to emphasize. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his ways. So, where does a young man cleanse his ways? At the strip club? Nah. With multiple females, multiple bitches? Nah. Being that nigga? Nah. In the streets? Nah. That's not where you cleanse your ways at. In the pool pit in the church? Nah. The word says, by taking heed thereto according to thy word, okay? Boom. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Come, and that's actually what I'm emphasizing. Like, I kind of just emphasize that to the Lord. Like, man, I got a lot on my plate, and I'm knowing, with this new job, they tell me like, for the first year you won't have a business to life. Well, you really won't have much of a social life, and I'm like, I'm cool because I don't need that. I don't need a lot of it anyways. I'm just, little days, do my little, getting out, nice on the town and everything. But before anything, I'm like, man, I gotta find the best way to balance this new career, and at the same time push the truth. Cause it ain't no one or the other. Cause if it's one or the other, then it's the truth. But at the same time, you gotta make your money. You feel me? So I just really, asked the Lord like to just show me the way to balance that. And He literally told me. And I had this talk with Yahweh Kanan. He literally told me. He said, I lead, and you just. And he told me this in my mind. I was just walking down the street, man, and going to the store, and I was thinking. He said, I lead, you follow. And he said that. And when I heard that, it was about a week ago, and I'm like, bet, you know what I'm saying, like, okay. And that really released a lot of stress and worry from me. you know. But let's see, verse where we at? Verse 10. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. Right. And man, when you in this world, well, when you in this truth, but you have to do it in this world, that's what we have to do, man. Like we like Superman. We got that, Clark Kent by day, Superman by night, Like we have this word and the law, statutes, commandments instilled in us, Not 100% in us right now because we haven't seen the kingdom yet. But oh, believe, trust me, it's building day by day, 15, 16%, 20%, 23% is gonna be 100% instilled in us. Like I said, come the kingdom, come the regeneration, the refining of the Lord's men, okay, and their respected children and wives. So after that, if we go to the book of 2 Timothy, verse 4 and chapter 2, and man, I just had to bring out some oldie but goodies, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, I really want to dedicate this lesson to those younger brothers out there, man. Whether you're my age, 19 and 18 and 21 and 23, and you just came in the truth, or really it don't matter what age you are, but ones who are, in this truth, been there for a few years, or, and you just like, man, like, I got to do what I got to do in life, but at the same time, I got to do what I got to do in the truth too, So, you know, but like I said, the Lord said, a young man shall cleanse his ways. How? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. All right, so just staying in the word. This is book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, extort with all long suffering and doctrine. So, nigga, so what? That you got a new job and you work 9 hours a day almost, and so what, nigga? You got a more important job to do, and that's the truth. And I'm talking to myself, and I'm literally talking to myself, cause I'm like, man, I'm supposed to be getting three videos off a week by myself, and a fourth video with the Acumes, so that's a total of 4 videos a week I'm supposed to be involved in, and I only did a video or two last week. Okay, I took that first week. This has been my first. Well, I've actually been on the job for like 3 weeks now, 4 weeks. This shit passed by so fast, but now it's time to sit down and go ahead and plan what I need to do and figure out the best way to do it. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. So whether you're sick, your legs hurt, you might have just got home 20 minutes ago, you've been on your feet all day at work, and you ain't did no video this week, and you said I gotta do it, or you gotta meet the brothers at camp. You gotta do it. You gotta do it because you ain't just a random person or just a average Joe. You're a man of the Lord. I'm a man of the Lord. We gotta keep that work going. It says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. And we see that from all these different motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? These different camps and shit. I'm gonna just go ahead and say the first thing that's on my mind. Like, it's crazy as hell. You go to, this one sister was in IUIC, and now she about to commit suicide. I don't know if she committed suicide or not, but she was posting on social media saying like just kind of basically letting it out. Like, IUIC used me and abused me, and not in those exact words, but like basically they just used her ass and abused her ass, and she was actually talking about committing suicide. Why? Because she's not following sound doctrine. Okay, but I'm gonna keep that going. For verse 3 says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. Right? Because when somebody telling you something and you don't really understand it, and you hearing it but you're not understanding it, what you gonna do? You gonna scratch your ears, scratch your head, think about it. That's just human. That's just normal human nature. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how the monkeys do in Curious George, and you get the scratch in his head, and like, what did you just say? You know what I'm saying? That's what unsound doctrine does. Okay, that's what following after your own heart does. It leads to chaos because you're not a true leader, not of the Lord, because you're not even following the sound doctrine, okay? And we all know GMS has that 100%. Let's not even play with it. Verse 4, and they shall turn away from the truth and shall be turned into fables. And I've seen that personally, okay? I've seen people come into this truth, dwell for a little bit, see how hard it is, and like, nah, fuck that, I ain't with that. I've seen motherfuckers learn the name of Yahweh Shah and turn around and slander that name. You know, I've seen these things. So these are the ones that don't follow it, sound doctrine. Okay? Or these are the ones that follow after their own hearts, actually. And it says they shall turn away from the truth and shall be turned into fables. Verse 5. But watch thou in all things. So in all things in life. Everything. What's going on in the world, what's going on in your household, what's going on in your neighborhood, your city, your state, your country, everywhere. It says, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions. You got to endure that pain and suffering. That's what's going to make you stronger. Do the work of an evangelist. Make full proof of thy ministry, okay? Let's go ahead and look up that word evangelist real quick. Evangelist. A person who seeks to convert us, especially by public preaching. So basically a prophet. Because I wasn't even going to read that Christian part because we know that's bullshit. But basically be a prophet. Do the work of a prophet. Make full proof of thy ministry, okay? Because, you know, like me, for instance, I could do a video and it get 5 views and 6 views and 10 views, maybe 20, you know? But guess what? Over time, that's going to be magnified. Because it's going to come a time where people can't find these things. They can't find the truth. They're not going to find sound doctrine. This is not something you're just going to be able to wake up in the morning and pull up and type in GMS and you got, 1,000+ channels come up, or Yahweh Shah, you know. It's going to be a time in the age very soon, man, where shit is going to get dark, literally. Blackouts, internet crashes, cyber crashes, famines, food shortages, water shortages, This earth is crumbling. Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is getting us set up and ready to establish that new kingdom, that new throne, new Yasharallah. Okay? And the only way we can do that, I'm gonna read that again. And I'm gonna close this video out, brothers and sisters. Psalms chapter 119, verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his ways? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. So, man, like I said in a few videos ago, trust in the Lord through everything, With that, shalom.